Let's talk about your home for a second. Is it just a building, or could it be something more? We're about to dive into a really powerful idea that's changing not just our houses, but the way we live together, creating communities that are greener, way more connected, and believe it or not, actually more affordable. This is the big question, isn't it? It pushes us to think way beyond just solar panels or a recycling bin. It's asking us to imagine our homes as, like, active partners in building a better world. For us, for our neighbors, and for the entire planet.
So, to really get how this works, we've got to start with the foundation. It all kicks off with the green part, the ecological principles that this whole new way of living is built on. Okay, so what exactly are we talking about here? The key word is integrated. This isn't just about building a single eco-friendly house and calling it a day. Nope. It's about how that affordable green home connects to shared spaces and smart, sustainable systems across a whole town.
And what's so cool here is how these principles all stack on top of each other. It starts with one house, built with the right materials, but then it scales up to shared parks, to smart energy grids for the whole neighborhood, and, so importantly, to a design that works for everyone, no matter their age or ability.
Right, so this connects directly to that idea of township-level thinking. A green home is fantastic, but how do you power an entire green community? Well, the answer is pretty amazing. You create what's called a closed-loop system.
You can just see this beautiful circular flow. Renewable energy comes in and powers everything. The homes themselves are designed to be super efficient, so they don't waste it. Then, anything we'd normally call waste gets cleverly turned back into a resource, like compost for community gardens, or even energy from biogas. Literally, nothing gets wasted.
And the impact of that loop? It's massive. We are not talking about a tiny improvement here. This is a complete shift away from the high-waste model we're all used to. It's just a profoundly more efficient system.
But all this green technology and resource management, that's only half the story. Because a great place to live is about so much more than efficiency. It's about people. It's about feeling connected.
This slide really hits on the core difference. On one side, you've got the typical suburban setup. Private fences, you have to drive everywhere, which can make us feel pretty disconnected. But on the other side, it's a total redesign. When you prioritize things like walkable paths and shared parks, you are literally designing opportunities for people to bump into each other, to talk, and to build real relationships.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The design of our spaces dictates the strength of our connections. A strong community doesn't just happen by accident, it's a direct result of the world we build around us. If we want to fight loneliness, we have to start by designing places that actually bring us together. And listen, a stronger community has to mean a community for everyone. So inclusive design here is absolutely non-negotiable. It means building spaces that are truly welcoming and accessible to people of all ages, all abilities, and all backgrounds. Okay, so this sounds incredible, right? Green, connected, inclusive, but I know what you're thinking. What's the big question? Can anyone actually afford to live like this? And that brings us to the final and maybe the most revolutionary piece of this puzzle.
Get this, a potential 25% reduction in the average cost of living. This just shatters that old myth that living green is some kind of expensive luxury. In fact, this whole model is engineered from the ground up to make a high-quality, sustainable lifestyle more affordable, not less.
So how is that even possible? Well, it's really a three-part answer. First, those hyper-efficient homes mean your utility bills are tiny. Second, when you share amenities, think community tool sheds or gardens, not everyone has to own everything, which cuts down costs. And third, having the community's own renewable energy source locks in savings for the long, long haul. It's affordability built right into the design. So when you put all of these pieces together, the smart green design, the focus on community, and that real commitment to affordability, you don't just get a better housing development, you get a whole new vision for what home can really mean.
Ultimately, it all comes down to these three pillars working together in harmony. You've got ecological health for a planet that can support us, you've got social connection for happy, strong communities, and you need financial affordability to make sure this better future is actually open to everyone. This is the blueprint. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Take a look around your own neighborhood. What's one piece of this model, maybe a shared garden, more walkable street, a push for local clean energy, what's the one thing that could make the biggest difference right where you live?